Hey guys, Nate here again with the Volunteer Tech Vlog. So I wanted to talk about something that's very much related to doing live sound, but not so much your everyday week in and week out duties. But when you go to upgrade your systems and you do permanent installations, so you might hire an integrator, a systems integrator, some sort of contractor that will come in and do some permanent installs. Maybe you need some speakers hung, maybe you need some displays hung, some projectors mounted to the ceiling, so that type of thing. When it comes time to actually get some sort of upgrade or overhaul or gear replacement, I just wanted to stress about the safety factor. I think this is due to some recent events back on last Sunday. So today is Tuesday, June 2nd. On Sunday, the 31st of May, there was a story that kind of went viral. Now, it happened down in it was a little bit of an AV disaster. So this is why I'm bringing this up, and I feel like it's a good learning opportunity, so you can see what happens when you don't hire somebody who knows what they're doing. I think it's important to bring up the fact that over the years, audio video, like quote unquote specialists or just your typical AV guys, have historically kind of gotten away with just doing whatever works, not necessarily adhering to the rules of the national fire protection agency, basically, which is what, like, the electricians that do like the high voltage stuff, they've got a lot of strict rules that they need to adhere to. They've got codes that they follow, and then when it gets to low voltage, there are still a lot of codes and things that you need to be aware of, but historically the low voltage guys have kind of gotten away with a lot. So it's really too bad, but there's a lot of shady stuff that happens. So I just wanted to stress the importance of hiring somebody that knows what they're doing, and they're certified. They've got experience. They've got maybe an Infocom certification, the CTS, CTSD, CTSI certifications, a reputable firm that, especially if you're going to be putting heavy equipment mounted up high over people's heads, you definitely want to get either a contractor, like a GC, a general contractor, to kind of look at the job and approve of it, or go with a firm that really knows what they're doing, and they'll know what to communicate to a general contractor. If they can't do it themselves, they'll say, hey, these are our requirements. We're going to need 3/4 inch plywood blocking to support the weight of 400 pounds, or whatever the specification is. A good AV contractor should be able to provide that information and say, hey, this is what needs to happen for supporting, for blocking, to make sure this is safe. And maybe they can do it, maybe they can't do it, depending on what state you're in. So let me back up a little bit and just kind of explain what happened. So this story came out of a bar in the El Paso, Texas area, and there was a video that I'll link to that surfaced on Facebook that a waitress took, and she was at the bar. I think it was actually the grand opening, or one of the first days that this bar was opened. Maybe they did a renovation, or maybe it was a brand new location. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but this was on a Sunday afternoon. The waitress was sitting there at the bar, and there's 4 pretty medium to large size displays. I don't know if they're 42s, 46s, maybe they're 52-inch displays, but 4 pretty large displays hanging up from the ceiling. So there was maybe a 6-foot or 10-foot pipe, 3/4 inch. Actually, I'm not sure how big the pipe. No, it's probably like 1.5 inches. It looked like one of those like 1.5 inch or 2-inch pipes coming down from the ceiling. Now the problem was the pipes were not secured to the studs or a superstructure. Typically, you would cut a hole in a drop ceiling, or you know, whatever the finished ceiling happens to be, you'd cut a hole, the pipe would go up, and it would securely attach to unistrut above that is either anchored into the you know, a cement superstructure by a general contractor, maybe with a Hilti gun or some sort of tool that can actually secure into maybe a slab, or it might go to there's just a number of ways it can attach. But the point is, you can't hang displays that weigh anywhere from, you know, 100 to, you know, 150, 200 pounds when you factor in the display, the mount, and the pipe from, you know, sheetrock. Right? It's like you can't do that, and so it just doesn't. It's not made to support that load. And the video went kind of viral because here are the waitresses just filming her on her little mobile phone there, and you can see the ceilings start to tear away, and people are there trying to catch the displays, and they know something bad's going to happen. They see kind of what's unfolding there, but you know, nobody can do anything in time. And at like 50 seconds into the video, crash, all the displays come down right on top of the bar. Now luckily nobody was hurt, but anyway, I just wanted to bring that up to you so that you can see what happens when you work with a contractor, or you hire your best friend's roommate's brother to save a little bit of money. You know, they say, oh yeah, I can do that for you, and you hire somebody that's not, you know, reputable firm. You can get some of these scary things happening. Now this luckily, as I said, nobody was hurt on this ordeal, but definitely a learning opportunity to go with a reputable company, especially when you're putting anything heavy, you know, ceiling or a wall or high traffic area where people are going to walk. It's not a trivial thing where you can just kind of, you know, hack it together yourself. You know, you shouldn't do that. So anyway, this story went viral on Facebook, and it got picked up by the El Paso Times. So yeah, definitely kind of a crazy one that I've been kind of fascinated with over the last you know, 24 hours or so. But the learning, you know, so okay, this happened, the video went viral. Like, what are the takeaways from it? I think for me, like, I've already given you the number one is go with a reputable company. Number two, if you're in a situation where you see this happening, get everybody out of there. Like, that was the other big thing. Like, there's employees or people tending bar that are behind the bar that are trying to catch the displays or hold them up there, and it's like, when that stuff starts coming down, you yell heads up and get out of there. You know what I mean? It's just not a place. You're not in a situation where you can do anything about it when you're in that situation. So that's number two, is evacuate ASAP. If you see something like that happening, the venue needs to be canceled and shut down, closed down. Everybody's got to get out of there just to get it safe. And maybe the third takeaway is you might want to kill the power. You might want to go to the circuit breaker and just flip that switch. I mean, luckily in this video there was no electrical issues or anything like that. Some of the displays actually still kept their image, but that's the first thing that went through my mind, is when those things come crashing down, you don't know what's happening to the 120 volt electric. You know, the wires could break. You could have live wires brushing up against flammable things. You know, who knows what could happen. So those are the three things. Like, go with a reputable firm. Get everybody out of there if you see something like that unfolding. And the third thing I would say is kill the power after you've done those other things. So anyway, just wanted to weigh in on that, and hopefully you never have to experience gear coming down like that. But it was definitely a scary video, but I think we can all learn something from that, and it's a sobering reminder to, you know, keep safety a number one priority. I mean, it's easy to think about multimedia stuff and, you know, just kind of not necessarily keep that on the forefront, but man, safety of the end user and the clients and the patrons should be a number one priority. So anyway, tell me what you think about that. Did you catch that video? Let me know in the comments below. Have a good day.